The story of the great Siddha, Mahavatar Babaji, who has been living for hundreds of years in the Himalayas and still looks like a youth, is one which has inspired many people to search for him. A Siddha is a perfect human being possessing extraordinary powers. He came to the public eye with the book written by Paramahamsa Yogananda, called Autobiography of a Yogi, in which he revealed the existence of this great yogi who had given initiation to his guru's guru, Sri Lahiri Mahase, in a cave in the Himalayas. Very little is known about his previous life. What little we know is from the revelations given by Babaji himself to S.A. Ramaya, who was a student of geology at the University of Madras, and Sri V.T. Neelakantan, who was a journalist. Babaji appeared to them independently and brought them together in order to work for his mission in 1942 and revealed little bits of his early life to them. A is supposed to have been born on November 30, 203 AD in a small coastal L village, known as Parangipettai in Tamil Nadu. He was given the name of Nagaraja or the Serpent King. This is a common name in Tamil Nadu, but it could also be a portent of his future prowess in mastering the Kundalini Shakti, which is referred to as the serpent power. He was a most unusual boy and was obviously an adept in the practice of the Kundalini Yoga from a previous life. His father was the priest of the temple of Muruga or Kartike, next to their house. He obviously prayed to Kartike to be born as his son. In answer to his prayers, the Lord took birth as his son, Nagaraja. Kartike is the eldest son of Lord Shiva. He is worshipped under many names: Muruga, Subramanya, Shanmuga, Skanda etc. His temples are found more in the south of India than in the north. When Nagaraja was 5 years old, it is said that someone kidnapped him and sold him as a slave to a shopkeeper in Calcutta. His owner, however, was a kind man and released him and told him to go where he wanted. The boy joined a group of wandering yogis who had great love for God. The radiance in their faces attracted him so much that he followed them wherever they went. For the next 10 years he wandered around the subcontinent with them, studying all the holy scriptures of Hinduism like the Vedas, Upanishads and the Puranas. At the age of 15 he went with the ascetics right down to southern coast of India to the village called Dhanushkodi, which is the place which is closest to the island of Sri Lanka. From there the party crossed by boat to Sri Lanka and made their way on foot to the holy city of Katargama in the north of the island. It was a most difficult journey in those days and only yogis could find their way to this holy shrine, but the boy Nagaraja had no difficulties. He knew that he had to go there, for it was the place where he had incarnated in a previous life. Katargama is a divine place visited by all the great Siddhas. It is known as Dakshina Kailasa or the Kailasa of the south. Kailasa is the abode of Shiva in the Himalayas. Strangely enough, these two places lie on the same line of longitude 80.10 degrees east, Kailasa in the extreme north and Katargama in the extreme south. This line is said to refer to the Sushumna Nadi or subtle nerve center that runs through the human spine. All the chakras or subtle centers of psychic energy are located along the spine. Kailasa corresponds to the Sahasrara chakra or the 1,000-petaled lotus situated over the fontaine on top of the head in the human being, while Katargama is the Muladhara chakra situated just above the anus in the human body. All those who wish to practice Kundalini Yoga have to enter through the Muladhara chakra. The story goes that Subramanya left Kailasa in the north and came to Katargama after passing through the subcontinent of India. Here he took the name Katargama, from which the region gets its name. This descent of Subramanya from Kailasa in the north to Katargama in the south is an allegory for the descent of spirit into matter. It was at this place that Subramanya or Muruga met and married the tribal girl called Vali. Even today the food articles for the daily offerings to the Lord in this temple are brought by the tribe called the Veddas, to which Vali belonged. Allegorically speaking, we can say that the Supreme Spirit came to earth to wed the yearning human soul as depicted by Vali. The word Katir means effulgence or light and Kama as love. The effulgence Supreme Soul comes from Kailasa. It descends into the human form in order to wed the aspiring Jivatma embodied soul. Even in this age of skepticism, Katargama is an extraordinary place where strange things happen, which appear to defy the laws of science. The atmosphere is filled with mystery and magic. Countless miracles keep taking place here.